Pulls from the Blue Bowl. Hi everyone, I'm Moody Boo and welcome back to another pull from the Blue Bowl. I added more samples. I found more. I know I don't know what's happening. It's like they're breeding and having baby samples because now it's fuller than when I started this. Even though I did only take 4 or 5 out. I added a lot more to this. And I've changed my mind yet again. So my brand new samples, the one I'm super interested in, I think I'm going to do separate videos for those, some of the brand new perfumes coming out instead of just throwing them into the bowl, because by the time I get to them, they could fall to the bottom and be old perfumes by the time I get to them. So I think the brand new samples that I get from Lucky Scent or wherever, I'm going to set those aside in a different container and do those separately. As I build them up, maybe I'll do a separate, pull from the tin or something. So, yeah. So let's just get started with that first pick. It's crazy. This thing's gotten way heavier. So, I don't want to knock anything out. I don't know what I'm grabbing. Here, let's get something off the bottom here. Let's see, what is this? This is Swiss Arabia. Oh, Al Amakin. I actually have this. I have a bottle, I believe, of this. So I'll take that one out. Try it again, shall we? Oh, oops. It's rain and perfumes. Hallelujah. Okay, try that again. Hopefully this time without the cascade of samples. Gotta get some of these cards out there. But I don't want to just grab the ones on top because there's so many down below. What is this one? Do I pull? What is it? Okay. This is Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And I think I've tried it. I'm not sure. So I'm just, if it's one that I might have tried in the past, but I can't remember, I'm just going to act like it's another perfume from the bowl and, disregard that I may have tried it. Now, if it smells super familiar once I test it, then I'll probably disregard it and pull something else. But I'm going to go ahead and test this one. And that's Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. But I think I've tested this long time ago, but I think, I don't know, I've smelled so many, and I own so many Jo Malones. So I just got done doing a battle of the vanillas. So I have no body real estate necessarily to be able to do this. So I'm going to do these with cards this time. And again, I'm going to do 4. And these are old. I found these when I was organizing everything. A bunch of these Beyonce cards. I had a bottle of Beyonce Heat, I think it was, years and years ago. And when it first came out, actually. And I liked it, but it was like Rihanna's Rebel Fleur. The Deep Dry Down wasn't very interesting. It was all about the top notes and some of the mid notes. And the performance was terrible. So I ended up giving that bottle away. So anyway, I found a bunch of these, so I might as well use them. So I'm gonna. Maybe. It's in there, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, hey. That isn't bad. Maybe I've smelled it. I don't think so though. This is nice. It's really light. It almost smells like it's got some tea in there. It smells like it's got some green notes. I would suspect would be tea, maybe. And some light woody notes and definitely some citrus in there. And it's sweet. It's got some sweetness to it. I really like it. Definitely some spice in there. I don't necessarily get sage, but I definitely get some spice. Oh, that's very nice. It's really light though, like a Joe Malone. They're all, for the most part, really light. Yeah. See, I really like it, but it's getting so light that it'd be one of those I would have to carry a decant of it and reapply it about every hour, probably. Maybe not quite that much, but I'm going to blast it again so I can, because it's really getting hard to smell. Yeah, it's very nice perfume. Very nice. Just a nice freshy, like I said, I get a tea note in there and some light woods, a little bit of sweetness. Very unisex. Definitely spring, summer kind of a perfume. You probably wouldn't even be able to smell it in colder temperatures. All right, I'll look up the notes. So the notes are sage and sea salt, grapefruit, seaweed, and some ambrette. I could swear there's tea in there. It's really pretty. It's just got a hint of soapiness, not bad soapy, but a good soapy to it, a real clean kind of a, not necessarily soapy, but a clean smell to it. That's really nice, really nice. I'm on the fence about it because of the performance. That bugs me. I mean, a freshie I expect not much, but a little something something would be nice. And this is really light, but it's really good too. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'll have to work with this one more. Okay, we'll get just one of the, yeah, there's a lot of these little ones in here, so I'll just grab one of these. I don't know this one. It's a bummer it's a dabber because that makes it harder on the paper, but this is Anthologie des Grands Crus, and this is Benis Diamine. See it? All right, let's see what it smells like. Yeah, this is gonna suck with the dabber. Give it a shot, see what happens. Yeah, I got some on there. Oh, that's kind of nice. I better put a little more on there. Gosh, that's hard to do on a card. That sucks. Oh yeah, that's nice. It reminds me a little bit of Sublime Vanille by Creed. It's got that fresh vanilla smell to it, like a lemony kind of vanilla. Yeah, that's nice. It's pretty light, but it's really hard to determine with a dabber what the performance is. It really is, in my opinion anyway. Dabbers never tend to perform the same as a sprayer or an oil. Now that's very nice. It's fresh, it's slightly sweet, It's very unisex. It's light. I think this is definitely one that you could get away with wearing during the day and to work, things like that. I don't think it's a nighttime clubbing kind of a perfume. At least in this form at this time, I am not getting that vibe. But in a spray, it could be totally different. There's a little hint of spice or something in there. Like, not quite anise, but something like that. Almost a slight molasses vibe to it, but not quite. Oh, it's really good. It's growing on me. Definitely growing on me. I would be interested to see what this will do on my skin, but unfortunately, I don't think I do. Oh, I do have a spot here. Maybe I will use some skin. Yeah, it does better on the skin for sure. Oh, that's really nice though. I'm going to go look up the notes while this dries on my skin. So this is just Madagascar vanilla, olibanum, and a Madagascar clove bud oil. I don't know what clove bud oil smells like as opposed to cloves. But now that I know cloves are in there, I can definitely smell it. It reminds me a little bit back in the day, like mid-80s, no, early 80s, late 70s, when I used to smoke clove cigarettes. I can definitely smell that because cloves will have a hint of freshness to them. There's this almost a mintiness to the clove aroma. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. And I definitely get the vanilla and the olibanum. Oh, that one I'm on the fence about. It projects okay for a dabber, so that means it probably does pretty well for a sprayer. I think it's completely unisex. And I think actually in the heat, it might bloom a little bit and perform even a bit better than it is right now. That's really nice. Yeah. I'm definitely on the fence about this one. I will explore this one more for sure. All right, next up. All right, we need a card this time. I know I'm just going to knock shit out here in a minute. What is this one? What is? Oh, okay. This is by Jeroboam. And this one is Lino. I don't think it's Ligno. I don't think that's how you would say it. But anyway, I did get this sample and a bunch of other samples, and I just threw it in the bowl. But it is a fairly new sample. I've only had it probably 2-3 weeks and just decided to wait until I did a video. All right, so let's see how it does. All right. So we'll spray it on this card. I'm glad it's a sprayer, not a dabber. Is it spraying? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Smells like it has some leather in there maybe, but it's kind of a sweet, subtle kind of a leather. A little bit of spice, a little bit of aromaticness, a little bit of sweetness. Oh, now that's really nice. Give it a little more blast here. Wow, yeah, I like that one. But you know, Jeroboam is one of those houses I knew I was going to like more because I have Ambra, and it's one of my favorite winter perfumes. So I knew they were going to have more offerings that I was going to love. Oh, this one's really nice. It's woody. It's leathery, maybe a little bit of tobacco or wet patchouli kind of a smell in there. Hint of spice, hint of sweetness. Oh, I like this one. I think some women would think that this one would be a little bit on the masculine side if they believe in that sort of thing, which I hope they don't. Yeah, I like this one very much. Yeah, it almost smells like almost a hint of gourmandy, kind of spicy, sweet. Oh, I like that one. So it's patchouli and ambroxan and ambergris and orris root, and there's some pine and some citrus and some castoreum and some florals, a little labdanum. I tell you, I really do. Maybe it's a combination of the patchouli with some of the other notes, but I get a hint of leather in there. A very refined kind of leather. It's just gorgeous. I love this one very much. But you definitely get the patchouli. And I don't get a lot of animalic, though, out of it. The castoreum, I don't get that. But the woods and the ambroxan and the patchouli and the orris and the citrus and the woods, you definitely get all that. But I could swear there's a hint of leather in there. Could swear it, swear. So I think this is so good. I think you could wear this clubbing, but it feels a little more formal than that. It doesn't quite feel as lighthearted as you would to go clubbing. It smells like it performs pretty well, though, I will say. And I do know the price of these are pretty good. They're right in the low 100s, 110 to 130, right like that, maybe 140. And this one, I'm sure, performs as well as Ambra does, because it's doing about the same as Ambra as far as the performance goes. So it's going to give you a good 8 hours easy. I think it leans a little more towards nighttime and towards cooler temperatures kind of a perfume. But hey, I would wear this in the summer. Cool summer night. Heck to the yeah. Oh, all right. So that one I might have to put in the buy pile. Yep. I think that'll be the first from the Blue Bowl. That is buy now or buy soon, you know. Yeah, I like that one a lot. All right, next pick. All right, last one for this one. Oops. Here, I got a little one here. Oops, it's Zoologist B. And I have tested this one briefly, just like probably 3 wearings, and I really like it. I'm going to put it in the probably pile because I want to test this some more. That's just, I'll probably end up with B. It's in the buy pile, more than likely. All right, so let me grab one more. What's this one? Oh, I have not tested this one. I didn't even know I put this in the Blue Bowl. It's a recent one, and I've been wanting to test it, but I couldn't find it, so I should have figured I put it in there. Anyway, this is Stefan Humbert Lucas 777, and this is Isra and Mira. Yeah. So, and I have been wanting to test this one. He's my last Beyonce card. Well, for this episode, I got a bunch more. Oh. I have a feeling this is going to be one that I should test on my arm. I have oh, I do. I have a little real estate right there. Stefan Humbert Lucas 777 is a house I've just recently been getting into this year. I hadn't really tested but one perfume from there, and I didn't like it. And if the first perfume I test from a house I don't like, I tend to just kind of put them off because there's so many other houses where the first perfume that I test from them I adore. That makes me want to explore that house more. But when the very first one is a turnoff, I tend to not bother with that house for a while anyway. But I ended up recently discovering Stéphane, and two of them are going to be in the battle of the vanillas, and I think I said this in another video, and one of them's also going to be in the battle of the tobaccos. So there is that. All right, let's smell it. Oh, hey! That's like a sweet licorice, or a sweet black licorice, or, oh my God, I really like this one. Huh. I think I did. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. It has this freshness to it. It's like a fresh, sweet licorice to me. Oh my God, I love this. There's got to be some vanilla in there. Stéphane's vanillas are like Nichone's vanillas. They're cosmically good. They are so good that they have probably signaled other galaxies, and aliens are just waiting to invade our planet in order to steal these kind of vanilla perfumes. Oh, might be a hint of floral in there. Oh, it's so creamy but light at the same time. It reminds me a little bit, just a hint, of Asafume by Olympic Orchids, because that I've always described as almost like a whipped licorice cream. And this has the same vibe, but this is better. This has a slight carnality almost. There's this in there that makes you think, okay, this is not for the young folk. Oh, I got to look up these notes. Holy shit, I got to look up these notes. All right, right back. So Isra and Mirage, there's no anise in there. I could swear there is. But according to Fragrantica, there isn't. It's cinnamon and orange and ambergris and osmanthus and some nutmeg and heliotrope and sandalwood and vanilla and some bergamot and some patchouli, leather, oud, musk, in very small doses. But I don't get cinnamon. That's not what I get. The nutmeg, I absolutely get that, but I don't smell the cinnamon per se. I smell some spice, and I think I get the orange, and the sandalwood and the vanilla. Maybe the osmanthus, maybe, and some of the citruses, but oh, I really like this one. But on Fragrantica, most people have voted for the cinnamon and the orange and the ambergris to be the main player. I think it's the vanilla. I think that is one of the main players in this. And then the fruity notes for sure. And some nutmeg and ambergris and sandalwood. Oh my gosh, yes, I think I'm going to have to get this one too. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm loving this one. But I'll work with it more before I make a final decision. This would be totally clubbing and formal. I think it's definitely nighttime, very unisex. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's got some freshness to it. It's not a beastly perfume, but this is a dabber, so in a sprayer it could change completely on its performance. But if it's like other Stéphanes, it's going to last you at least 8 hours. Oh man, yep, I love it. But it's not too sweet to where it would get cloying, so I think you could wear it year-round too. Yep, I think this one is going to go in the buy pile, which just means I'm going to work with them a little more before I make a final decision, because they may end up going backwards, and some of them end up back in the maybe pile or in the rejected pile altogether. So, all right, well, that's about it from Pulls from the Blue Bowl. got a long ways to go. And again, I would love to do this live, but I'm too chicken shit. So I'm sorry. All right, everybody. Well, take care of yourselves. Use your own nose. And I'll see you soon. Peace.